kicks and deals. That one is swung on and miss. Get your fan, folks. I can feel the whiff from up here. The Joliet Slammers survive the bases loaded crunch. We are going into the bottom of the 7th inning. The Slammers have all the momentum now, only down 2 runs. Don't go anywhere. We are coming back in 60 seconds here on Flow Sports. Ethan Wallader grounds it up the middle. Valdez, Fernandez, like peanut butter and jelly. You cannot break up that duo. That's a double play. Quickly, 2 outs for the Joliet Slammers. Grace, even though he was obviously getting eaten up a little bit, didn't want that lefty on righty matchup to give the Y'alls some more runs potentially and to keep that momentum at an all-time high. Please, that gets set. The 0-2 to O'Sabin. That one's chopped on, line into the center field. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Pottinger makes up for his play earlier in the game for hesitating on the ball. Gets a great jump there. Superman-esque with the diving grab. Hopefully that's the energy, that's the momentum that the Slammers need going to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if their bats can wake up, maybe take back that lead. Stay with us here on Flow Baseball.
Another home run to his total, and Adam Pottinger, the new guy, also a great night for him, 3 RBI last night.
Adam Pottinger on Star Wars night. He's making the baseball his father. Right now, he's got 2 multi-hit games in his 4 career Frontier League games. He also has 5 RBIs in those 4 Frontier League games. So he's hitting the ground, and he's running right now, and he's a great spark. And exactly what the Slammers needed after that terrible month of July with very little runs scored. This month of August, they're averaging 7 runs almost in their 2 games played.
That's all I have for Hawkeye Sports, so I'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
Well, Sam, that is flipping awesome.
That is flipping awesome. I'm glad to hear some continued success from Hawkeye Sports.
I love hearing that. In gymnastics, it's always fun to watch, and that's my favorite part.
That's awesome. Well, Izzy, I have a question for you. Okay. Are you by chance looking for a new hobby?
I am.
Well, that's perfect. Well, this is just your sign because today is National Puzzle Day. Jigsaw puzzles originated in the 1760s in Europe, and Sudoku most recently was created in 1979 in Indianapolis, Indiana. And Izzy, did you know that not only puzzles are challenging, but they're also satisfying, but studies show that puzzles can reduce stress and sharpen your cognitive skills. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, I love puzzles.
Back Slammers faithful, we just finished the top of the 8th where we find the score 10-4 in favor of Joliet. As you can see, the Joliet Slammers bats have come alive. In the first 4 innings, the Slammers were 1 for 7 with runners on base, but after an offensive explosion in the 5th and 6th innings, they're now 8 for 19. The MVP so far for the night for the Slammers has been Jonathan Sierra. His bat is on absolute fire. He's recorded 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and has also scored a run as well. Now it comes down to the Joliet Slammers bullpen to see if they can seal the victory for Joliet. Lonnie and Thomas, back to you.
You know, what can these fans expect? Obviously, you kind of talked about it already, but you know, what is the biggest key for the rest of the month of August?
I would say for the month of August, first things first, you forget about this month of July, you throw it away, can't do anything about it now, it's in the past, it is what it is, it was what it was. Month of August, let's keep our heads forward. This top of the order of MacArthur, Valdez, Workington, Sierra really has to pick it up in the month of August. Today, those 4 guys combined for only 1 hit. That's not a way that you're going to win games in July or in August or just flat out this whole year. You're going to have to get some more impact from those guys at the top of the order because when you have guys like Victor Nova and Adam Pottinger driving in those 2 runs that we had today, that's great. That's exactly what you want to see. But those top of the order guys got to start it off stronger. And that's a great piece of hitting by Heidel right there. 90 miles an hour right on the black of the outside of the plate. Just throws his hands at the ball, doesn't look to pull the ball, doesn't look to do too much and try and lift it. Just takes what the pitcher was giving him, pokes it right out to right field. Now we got a leadoff guy on with no outs. Well, Dalen Miley on Ghostbusters night. He might have the Slammers seeing ghosts tonight. He's leading, like you said, he's leading the league in strikeouts. 10 strikeouts over his last 3 starts on average. The Slammers are really going to have to make sure when they get a guy on base, they got to move that runner over somehow to second because they might not see a lot of good pitches tonight. They're going to have a lot of swing and misses potentially. So I like to see the Slammers look to steal bases tonight. They're the 2nd lowest in the league. I like to see that number jump up tonight if they get a runner on first base. Obviously, Slammers not a huge power team, so it's important to move that runner over any way we can, stealing bases, playing small ball.
using the bunt to our advantage. So I'd like to see that tonight. Yeah, it's good hustle there by De La Cruz. Obviously, turning that possible double play into just a fielder's choice. Him hustling down the line, him being safe at first. It'll be interesting to see here what the Slammers do now. With the runner at first, if they see this, obviously they don't have that many innings to work with to try and get back in this game. So maybe De La Cruz could be on the run here. Yeah, Chris Davis has gone 3 for 6 so far this series. Definitely a bright spot, like you said. And Tony Valdez continuing that hot streak that he's continued this whole month of July, which the Slammers have really needed. The Slammers in this month, they've only recorded a little under 3 runs per game in this month of July, so definitely a nightmarish start to this month, something that they want to flip as soon as possible. A 3-2. Swing and a miss. Caleb McNeely sits down. He's now 0 for 3. Jake Armstrong, a 1-2-3 inning. He is firing on all cylinders so far. We will see you in the bottom of the 5th inning here on Flow Sports. That one is swung on. Fernandez, easy play to Valdez. Makes the throw over, double play. That Valdez-Fernandez connection is working. Speaking of working, the Joliet Slammers are going to the bottom of the 6th inning where hopefully they could work up some hits, work up some runs, and potentially tie this game. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere here on Flow Sports. Stressful scenario. Very smart for the Joliet Slammers pitching coach to come out there, kind of talk him through that bat. And it worked. Pop up, Workington tracking under it. Now De La Cruz, whoa, gets taken out. We got some WWE here at Slammers Stadium. Chris Davis slide tackles De La Cruz. This is in the Copa America final, but nonetheless, an out for the Slammers. They survive. They survive runners on 2nd and 3rd. We'll be going down to the top of to the bottom of the 5th here on Flow Baseball.
So we have 1 on first.
Yeah, and Pottinger's hustle there, I think, definitely was the reason why that throw was a little off target. You see a guy barreling down with his size, his speed, barreling down the first base line. It makes you think faster, makes you kind of go a little faster than maybe you're used to. That throw was offline. Great hustle by Pottinger. Getting that, I think they're going to call it an infield single.
That one.
I mean, that was just perfect. Like the spin on there, put in, obviously he didn't mean to do it, but put it in the exact spot where it was kind of no man's land. Alex Wagner, slow getting off the mound, forgot to go over and cover first. That threw the first baseman off for the Florence Yaws. Missed the play. Tons of spin on the ball.
Yeah, Wagner looked like he was going for it, and last second decided to curve it and run for first. Did not work out for the Yaws.
And Jonathan Sierra now 2 RBIs off that play. Maybe not in the sexiest way that he wanted it. You know, maybe he wanted to put one line drive in the outfield, but hey, 2 RBIs is 2 RBIs. Welcome back, Slammers fans. Your Slammers find themselves trailing 3-2 heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. The Slammers' 2 runs today have come from the 1-2 punch from Victor Nova and Adam Pottinger. Victor Nova's bat has been scorching this morning. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. And his new best spot on the team, Adam Pottinger, has driven him in both at-bats that he's had today. Adam Pottinger today is 2 for 2 with a single and a triple, and of course, those 2 RBIs. A great start for Pottinger in just his 2nd career game in the Frontier League. Thomas and Charles, back to you. Good morning from Iowa City. It is Friday, November 15th. I'm Sam Kupres.
And I'm Ryan Lynch.
And the 3rd member of our team, Kayla Smith, is live outside to tell us today's weather.
Kayla, are we going to see any sun anytime soon?
Two top-ranked squads in the nation, the men's wrestling team scored their first loss of the year to top-ranked Penn State 30-8. Ranked matchups filled the mat all night long, but only Iowa's Drake Ayala and Stephen Buchanan II were able to secure wins for the Hawks. But Iowa bounced back against Maryland with a 34-9 win. The most notable matchup saw Gabe Arnold take down 11th-ranked Jackson Smith and Ben Keeter beat 12th-ranked Seth Nevels. Iowa Gymnastics had a successful weekend as they took on Nebraska. The rival Cornhuskers, while ranked 25th in the nation, weren't able to keep up with the Hawkeyes in a few career days, including a 9.925 on vault for Karina Munoz. It was the first Big Ten win for new head coach Jen Llewellyn as Iowa won 196.250 to 195.700. The Iowa women's volleyball team will be looking to grab their first win since October 11th as they square off tomorrow night against the Indiana Hoosiers. The Hawkeyes are currently on a 9-game losing streak, while the visiting Hoosiers are on a 2-game skid as well. One of these teams will get back into the win column tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at Extreme Arena. On Tuesday, 3 Hawkeye football players were named semifinalists for some of college football's most heralded awards. Star running back Caleb Johnson was named a semifinalist for the Maxwell Award. The Maxwell Award is given to college football's Player of the Year. Johnson is Iowa's first Maxwell Award semifinalist since 2010. Linebacker Jay Higgins has been honored as a semifinalist for the Chuck Bednarik Award, which recognizes the most outstanding defensive player in the nation. And return specialist Caden Wiegand is a semifinalist for the Burlsworth Trophy, which is awarded to the most outstanding player in America who began his career as a walk-on. That's all from me in sports. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.